Hi, today we're going to be looking at SCP-2295, also known as the Bear with the Heart of Patchwork. In the description will be a link to the official SCP Wiki, where you can check out this SCP or others on the site. Without further ado, let's begin. Item number, SCP-2295. Object Class, Safe. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-2295 is to be kept in a standard containment locker within Storage Wing 25 in Site-37. Personnel with Level 3 or higher clearance are authorized to perform tests on SCP-2295 after filling out the appropriate paperwork. Please contact Dr. Gurges. If required access to SCP-2295 is expected to exceed a 24-hour time limit. Description: SCP-2295 is a patchwork stuffed bear approximately 0.46 mm from head to foot and stuffed with synthetic fiber and cotton. SCP-2295 has a small anatomically correct pin of a heart on the left side of its thorax, a bow wrapped around its neck. The fiber and color of SCP-2295 patches vary. Tests confirm that there is no components of SCP-2295 contain any anomalous chemical properties. SCP-2295 enters an active state within 2 meters of a human sustaining major trauma to an organ. When in the proximity of 2 or more subjects, SCP-2295 will invariably choose the youngest subject. SCP-2295 will anomalously produce scissors, white thread, and either sewing needles or a crocheting hook from its mouth, and use any fabric and stuffing in close proximity to fashion an instance of SCP-2295-1. A patchwork imitating the subject's organ, SCP-2295-1 vanishes from sight and the subject falls into a state of unconsciousness. SCP-2295-1 instance then replace the subject's damaged organ via anomalous means. The whereabouts of the organ replaced in this way is undetermined. If there is no usable material in close proximity, SCP-2295 will use fabric and stuffing from itself. SCP-2295 regenerates 1 gram of stuffing every day until completely replacing any lost or used stuffing. Note that fabric used in this way does not regenerate, and additional fabric must be placed near SCP-2295 for the purpose of self-mending. Instances of SCP-2295-1 successfully carry out their respective function despite the numerous expected biological, chemical, and medical incompatibilities. Once within the subject, adjacent tissues and veins attach to the immediate organ without observable complications. There have been no cases of rejected SCP-2295-1 instances, and all subjects recorded at the time of writing made full recoveries. Test log, SCP-2295. There are 4 tests attached to this document. I will be reading them as SCP-2295 Test 1, 2, 3, and 4 respectively. SCP-2295 Test 1. Subject D-2353, 38 years old. Diagnosis: lungs heavily damaged as a result of 25 years of smoking. Note: SCP-2295 creates SCP-2295-1 using 1 black textile swatch and 1 red textile swatch. New lungs act at the capacity similar to those of a healthy adult lungs. SCP-2295 Test 2. Subject D-3452, 50 years old. Diagnosis: frequent heart palpitations and severe atherosclerosis. Note: SCP-2295 crochets SCP-2295-1 using various surrounding yarns. SCP-2295-1 observed to have a heartbeat before vanishing. Transfer successful. How SCP-2295-1 manages to perform functions despite absorbent properties of material and multiple gaps in design is unknown. Symptoms are no longer present in subject. SCP-2295 Test 3. Subject D-7894, 24 years old. Diagnosis: first and second degree burns ranging throughout the upper torso and right leg. D-7894 sedated during testing. Notes: SCP-2295 sews two 5x5 sections of patchwork fibers. SCP-2295 cuts approximate size swatches and manually places them on one layer of affected area on the subject's body, creating multiple instances of SCP-2295-1, and then repeats this process. The creation of SCP-2295-1 layers acted as a dermis and epidermis, and upon recovery, D-7894 claims to have retained feeling in the replaced skin. Subject made a full recovery. SCP-2295 Test 4. Subject D-2723, 18 years old. Diagnosis: cerebral hemorrhaging. Notes: SCP-2295 grabs various materials in its proximity in a distressed state for approximately 1 minute. SCP-2295 then anomalously produces a redacted Dove milk chocolate bar king-sized candy bar and offers it to subject. SCP-2295 spends the rest of the test embracing subject's lower right leg while anomalously producing a saline solution from its eyes. Addendum 2295. Document 2295 was recovered taped to SCP-2295 inside the site of a crashed mailbox delivery vehicle. Document 2295 is a red Get Well card with the text Cryos the Bear written on the front cover. Recovered document 2295. To Tommy, because only time can mend all wounds. Love, Grammy. Footnotes. Materials have included yarn, textile, cloth, cotton, silk, synthetic fiber, wool, and thread. Personally, I like this SCP. The part that I found the most interesting was D-2732, the 18-year-old with the cerebral hemorrhaging. SCP was grabbing materials and in a clear distressed state, but then it produces a milk chocolate bar. I'm guessing because it knew that it couldn't save the subject. How it knew the subject wasn't going to survive is something that could be further researched.